to my channel, or if you're new, then welcome to my channel, and make sure you subscribe before you leave. But anyway, so this is the makeup look that I did today. I'm really liking it. I was kind of feeling, kind of springy, because spring coming up, or, well, I think it's already spring, but we're in the spring season. So I was like, I'm going to use some yellows, some orange. I think I use like a pinkish color. But yeah, so if you want to see how I did this look, then keep watching. Oh, and I forgot to put on setting spray. Yes, I love it.
So now that I've already put my hair up, the first thing I'm going to start with is my eyebrows. For my eyebrows, I'm going to be using the AOA Studio Sculpting Brow Pencil, and it actually has two sides. One side has like a comb, and then the other side has like the pencil part. After I'm done combing out my eyebrow hairs, I go ahead and start using the pencil, and I just try to do light strokes so it'll look like hair. I always try to make sure that I do my eyebrows kind of lightly so that I can go back and fix them if I want to, or make them darker, because sometimes if I go in like too hard first and then they be real dark and it just don't look right with my complexion, and I just be looking crazy. Next, I'm going to use a small angled brush to put concealer under and around my eyebrows. Around my eyebrows, I use MAC Studio Fix Concealer in NW40. And after I use the brush to put a little bit of concealer on, I actually like to use my finger to help it blend it out, because I feel like it makes it look more seamless and smooth than if I just use a brush. Now I'm going to use LA Girl Pro Concealer in GC 973 Creamy Beige to highlight under my eyebrows. To prime my eyelids, I actually use a ColourPop concealer in medium dark, and I use a eyeshadow primer that I do not know the name of. Now I'm going to use a flat brush to blend out the concealer and primer on my eyelids. When I'm done blending out all the concealer on my eyelids, I'm going to use AOA Studio Wonder Skin Playlist Primer. Now I am going back to my eyebrows with She Makeup Clear Defining Waterproof Mascara just to set them. Before I put tape on the side of my eyes, I put it on my hand a few times to make sure it's less sticky so it doesn't irritate my skin. And then I'm going to start with my eyeshadow. For my eyeshadow, I only used one palette. I used the ColourPop Yes Please shadow palette. The colors are so pretty. But anyways, in my crease, I used the color Gyno. I don't know if it's GNO or Gyno, but either way, I used that in my crease, and then I blended it out. Next, I'm going to use the color Mischief from the same palette. I'm using it on my eyelid, and then I'm going to blend that out too. I'm going to go back in with the color GNO or Gyno, Gino, whatever you want to call it, and I'm going to use that to blend out the yellow some more. to do my foundation, I'm going to be using MAC Studio Fix Fluid with SPF 15 in the color NW43. So I like to just put this in dots all over my face and then use a flat brush to blend it out. Next, I use the ColourPop No Filter Concealer in the color Medium Dark 34 to highlight, and I'm not very good at contouring. This is one of the few times that I've actually tried to contour, and I use ColourPop Deep Dark 54. To blend out my concealer, I'm going to use a beauty blender, and I sprayed a little bit of setting spray on it just to help it blend out more. After I got done blending out the darker concealer, I felt like it looked kind of muddy, so I went over with my foundation brush. I didn't add any more foundation or anything, but I just kind of buffed it out a little bit to tone it down. To set my makeup, I used Airspun Loose Face Powder, and I basically put it everywhere that I put highlighter, and then I put it under my cheekbones. Now I'm going to use the same colors that I used in my eyeshadow to put them on my waterline. Now I'm going to apply some of my favorite lashes, Fanta Beauty lashes. I will make sure I put the link and my discount code in the description below, but I love these lashes, they are amazing. And I use Superflex eyelash adhesive in the color Black. Now I'm just gonna touch up my eyeshadow because I accidentally got a little eyelash glue on it. Now for my lips, I'm going to be using MAC Retro Matte Liquid Lip Color in the color Old Lady. I love this lipstick. It is so pretty once it dries, but once you first put it on, it's a little wet. Now I'm going to start dusting off the setting powder. set my foundation, I'm going to use MAC Studio Fix powder in the color NW43. For blush, I'm going to use Milani Baked Blush in the color Rose Dior. And for highlighter, I'm going to use L'Oreal Paris True Match Lumi Powder Illuminator. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure to follow me on Instagram and add me on Snapchat. All that is in the description below. Bye!